Hello, my name's Steve Mace from Solwise, and what I'd like to do is an unboxing show and tell video on a switch product from IP.com, part number G1009P. So let's open the box, and what a hefty piece of kit this, quite heavy. Now, start with the box. Let's get these out of the way first of all. So you've got the normal installation guide, etc, etc, etc. And let's get the device out itself. So, this is the switch itself. I'll come to those in a minute. Let me just get it out of its noisy cellophane. Right, so that's the switch itself. Also in the box, we've got some rubber feet to go on the bottom if you want to use it desktop mounted, and some rather usual poor quality made in China raw plugs that we seem to get with everything nowadays. I'd always say the same thing: throw them in, go down to B&Q, whatever, get yourself some decent raw plugs. So I'll put those to one side. And also, what these are magnetic feet. So you can put some magnetic feet on it. Nice little touch there. Different. So you get some magnetic feet for it. And the final thing you get out of the box is the power supply. So there's no power supply built into the PoE switch on its own. It uses a separate desktop power supply. So this device is 8 ports PoE, 1 port without PoE, so a total of 9 gig LAN ports, 8 with PoE. Each PoE port can support 15 point whatever it is watts AF PoE, and also 30 whatever it is watts AT PoE. So that's the standard PoE and the high power PoE. Total PoE budget for the whole switch is 124 watts. So that's your total PoE budget. Each port, I say you could have 30 watts out of each port. But obviously 8 times 30 is more than 124. So you couldn't run all 8 ports at 30 watts. Total power budget, 124 watts distributed between the LAN ports. So that's that. So the power supply that it comes with, I say, it comes with this dirty, gritty desktop power supply, which my rather rubbish eyesight says is 51 volts. Sorry. Yeah, what's that say? Yeah, 51 volts, 2.5 amp, 2.5 amp, 51 volts. So it comes with this huge, big desktop power supply, which uses an IC lead, and there in the box is a IC mains lead to go with it. Right, coming back to the device. So you've got a row of 8 gig LAN ports, usual indicator LEDs for LAN port speed, connectivity, etc, etc. And you've also got a 9th uplink non-PoE gig port at the end. On the back of it, you've got an earthing screw, and you've got a DC input for the aforementioned power supply. On the underside, you've got little fixing holes for those magnetic feet I mentioned. So presumably the aim here is you screw the metal feet on, and then you can bang it on the side of a filing cabinet or something like that. And there's also some screw lug keys on the back of it as well, if you actually wanted to properly wall mount it, but not using these rubbish raw plugs that come in the box. So that's it. Must admit, we've been doing the IP.com stuff now for a couple of years, and we quite like their switches. In fact, I'll be perfectly frank, we've not had any issues with any of their products. They're all what I would call more of a sort of lower mid-range price range of products. but the quality's all been generally quite good, get very low returns rate on them or failure rate, The switches in particular I quite like. They're very sturdily built, yet again very reliable. We get the odd faulty one, but any manufacturer or supplier that says they never get faulty equipment, I'll be perfectly frank, is a liar. But by and all, nice reliable pieces of kit, well put together. So this is the G1009P, which, just to recap, 124 volt total PoE, 8 gig PoE LAN port up to 80 30 watt spec PoE, and a single gig uplink LAN port. So that's it. Thank you very much.